What if an asteroid the size of Mount Everest hit Earth? Right now, somewhere in space, a giant rock the size of a mountain could be heading toward Earth. Not a small meteor, but an asteroid as tall as Mount Everest. If it hit our planet, oceans would explode, cities would vanish, and the sky would turn dark for years. But how bad would it really be? Could humanity survive? Or would this be the end of civilization? The year was 2037 when astronomers first noticed it. Deep in the darkness beyond Mars, a massive object appeared on radar screens, moving silently through space. At first, scientists believed it was just another asteroid drifting harmlessly through the solar system. But within days, calculations revealed something terrifying. The asteroid wasn't passing by. It was coming straight toward Earth. And it wasn't small. It was the size of Mount Everest, nearly 9 kilometers tall, a mountain flying through space at over 70,000 kilometers per hour. The object was given a name, Asteroid. At first, governments tried to stay calm. News reports called it a potential threat, while scientists worked around the clock trying to calculate its path. But the truth soon became impossible to hide. Asteroid was going to hit Earth, and there was nothing powerful enough to stop it. Panic spread across the planet. Cities filled with chaos as people tried to understand the unimaginable. Governments launched emergency meetings, and the world's greatest engineers worked desperately to build rockets capable of diverting the asteroid. A final mission was launched. A massive spacecraft carrying nuclear warheads raced toward Asteroid 9 in a desperate attempt to destroy it before it reached Earth. For a moment, hope returned. The missile struck the asteroid in a brilliant explosion of light across space. But when the smoke cleared, the asteroid was still there, damaged, cracked, but still moving toward Earth. And now, instead of one asteroid, there were several massive fragments. With only days left, the world prepared for the inevitable. Scientists predicted the largest fragment would strike somewhere in the Pacific Ocean. But even an ocean impact wouldn't save humanity. The energy released would be equal to millions of nuclear bombs. The night before impact, something strange happened. Across the entire planet, people stopped fighting. Wars paused. Arguments faded. For the first time in human history, billions of people looked up at the same sky, thinking the same thought. This might be our last sunrise. Families gathered. Cities turned quiet. Even the busiest streets felt strangely peaceful. Then the final day arrived. In space, the enormous asteroid fragment entered Earth's atmosphere. It burned like a second sun across the sky. From the ground, people could see it, a blazing mountain of fire tearing through the clouds. The heat alone turned the sky red. Then it struck. The impact created a shockwave that traveled across the planet faster than the speed of sound. A colossal explosion erupted in the Pacific Ocean, sending a column of water and fire tens of kilometers into the atmosphere. Massive tsunamis rose from the ocean, some over a kilometer tall, racing toward coastlines around the world. Cities vanished within minutes. But the destruction didn't stop there. The impact launched trillions of tons of debris into the sky. Dust and ash spread across the atmosphere, blocking sunlight. Within weeks, Earth grew cold. Crops failed. Forests died. The planet entered a new ice age. Yet humanity did not disappear. Deep underground shelters and research facilities had been built long before the asteroid arrived. Inside them, small groups of survivors waited, hoping the surface would someday recover. Years passed, then decades. Finally, one day, a group of explorers climbed back to the surface. The world they saw was different. The oceans had shifted, new mountains had formed, and where the asteroid had struck, a gigantic crater stretched across the Pacific. But something remarkable had happened. Life had survived. Plants slowly returned. Animals began to roam again. And humanity, though reduced, began rebuilding civilization from the ashes. The asteroid had nearly destroyed the planet, but it had also done something unexpected. It reminded humanity of a truth they had forgotten. The Earth was fragile, and survival was never guaranteed. As the survivors watched the sunrise over their changed world, one thing became clear. The next chapter of humanity would depend on one question. Had they truly learned from the day the sky fell? Or would history repeat itself again? So, if scientists discovered an asteroid this size heading toward Earth, what do you think humanity should do? Could we stop it? Or will we be powerless against space? Tell me your answer in the comments below. And if you enjoy exploring terrifying what-if scenarios about our universe, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next one.